Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Now, today we are doing What If Naruto Was the Living Laser. So let's just get right into it. Now, we start off this story with a couple of years before Naruto is born. This is when Minato is first getting used to the Flying Raijin, but he sought to improve it. He removed some parts of the jutsu formula and improving it with his own parts of it, henceforth making him a lot faster, but not at quite surpassing light speed or light speed as yet. But he was very close to light speed, being even faster than he was when he first faced off against Raikage. But this will have slight consequences in the later run. It won't be bad consequences, but it will be consequences nonetheless. Well, you see, the removing of certain parts of the jutsu formula would cause Minato's body to mutate in a sense, almost making him light. But it didn't quite get to that part, so let's just get to the main part. Now, the story of Canon would still happen like normal. Minato and Kushina would still end up dying, but Minato was a little bit faster than Canon Minato and a little bit stronger. But he would still end up dying to the Nine Tails. And yeah. Now, Naruto growing up would still be the same old Naruto, but when Danzo managed to tell people about Naruto being the Nine Tails' vessel, when everyone would attempt to beat down or attack Naruto, out of fear, Naruto would tap into a power that he had. Wherever he tried to go, he would eventually get faster and faster until he turned into light particles, escaping from the people. But immediately after doing that, Naruto's body would give out, causing him to black out from overusing this ability. Now this would go on for a couple more months until Hiruzen would finally look in his crystal ball and see Naruto do this one of these days. He would see where Naruto had passed out and he would head there himself. Him examining Naruto and seeing nothing wrong with him thinking this is a Kekkei Genkai, or he thought Naruto somehow learned the Flying Raijin, but he knew that Naruto was way too young to learn this, so he would think, like I said, this was a Kekkei Genkai. Now, the third Hokage would reinstate Naruto into his house, causing Naruto to live with the third Hokage again, with the third trying to teach Naruto how to control this ability. Now, Naruto, my boy, you must learn to control this. This is something that you alone possess. And you shouldn't let anyone know that you have this. We will train this until you are the most powerful ninja in this village. Okay, Gramps. As we time skip a couple years, Naruto is now 8. This would be the main timeline where he would be attending the academy, but over the years Naruto has become a Anbu because of his training with Lord Hiruzen and his mastery over his abilities. Who would find out that by exciting his cells in his body, he was able to turn himself into light and move faster than a normal human. Now, Hiruzen would find out this is very similar to the Flying Raijin, but it is a lot faster than the Flying Raijin. So Hiruzen and Naruto would train this over the years, and henceforth causing Naruto to become a Anbu. Naruto would have gone on a couple of missions over the years, but no one would know who Naruto is. Because of Naruto being a fast ninja in his assassinations, no one would ever survive or get a good glimpse of Naruto or see him in a sense to find out which village he's from. Some people would think that this is the Yellow Flash making an appearance again, but the color of Naruto when he's moving fast is not purple as you see in the thumbnail, it is orange. But the color would change over time, eventually getting to purple, because the Living Laser, he didn't always have purple energy. He was white at first, then yellow, then a slight reddish color, then he became purple, pink, whatever. I can't see color that well. Anyway, let's carry on with the story. Enough story breaking. Now, Naruto would be a Anbu at the age of 8, him being an Anbu at the age of 7, but now he's 8. Naruto would continue training, going on missions, and him getting a pretty good notoriety. By this point, Naruto's light particles that he would turn himself into will eventually turn a slightly reddish, pinkish, purplish color. So Naruto's almost at his breaking point or his limit where he would become as fast as light. But he is not there at the moment. Now Naruto would eventually figure out that he can fly and shoot lasers from his hands and absorb energy. Now in this, fire ninjutsu or light ninjutsu does not affect Naruto. Instead, he absorbs it and uses it for fuel or energy source. So it is pretty hard to take Naruto down. But then again, no one has ever lived long enough to attempt to take Naruto down. Now we time skip to the main storyline. This is where Team 7 and all the other teams would be being made, as Iruka would call out. Now for Team 7, we have Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno, and Naruto Uzumaki. As Iruka would say this, Naruto would immediately walk into the class with his Anbu mask on his waist and him wearing his Anbu uniform. Naruto's uniform would be a regular looking t-shirt with a hoodie with a skin tight long sleeve underneath it with basic shorts. That would be his Anbu uniform along with the Anbu armor that they normally wear, the gray arm guards and the gray vest. That would be Naruto's Anbu uniform with his sword on his back. Naruto would walk in and sit down close to Sasuke and Sakura while everyone would be looking at him. Hey, isn't that the demon? I haven't seen him in years. I heard he became an Anbu. An Anbu? How could they let a demon like that become an Anbu? Hey, shut up, he might hear you. Now, all the team captains would eventually come and pick up their teams, with Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura waiting on Kakashi. Sasuke and Sakura would not really want to talk to Naruto, but eventually Sakura would walk up to Naruto. So, you became an Anbu, did you? I was wondering where you were. I just assumed that you were dead, as Naruto would stare into her eyes. Let me say this. I don't want to be on a team with you, but it's because of the old man that I'm even here. I don't want to talk to you, you shouldn't talk to me. Let's just act like we don't know each other and hopefully this team will go well. If you need help, I'll help you, but that's it. As Sasuke and Sakura would get irritated, but after a couple hours, Kakashi would eventually show up using his same bogus reason for not showing up earlier. With them not really caring for that at the moment. Now, Kakashi would tell them to meet him on top of the roof with him poofing into a cloud of smoke, but Naruto would immediately open up the window and then turning himself into a laser, shooting up onto the roof. What the hell was that? As Sakura would shout out. What was that power? Sasuke would be thinking this in his mind, but they would make their way up to the rooftop with Naruto sitting down in front of Kakashi. Now Naruto and Kakashi would know each other and they would have a mutual respect for each other, with them being on a couple missions over the years. But they weren't really friends, they were just acquaintances. Now, I will be your team leader for the foreseeable future, hopefully. Now, I would like to know your names, your likes, your dislikes, and your aspirations and dreams. Okay, pink-haired, you're first. As Sakura would give her a useless and dumb reason for wanting to become a ninja, who she likes, blah blah blah. I don't give two fucks. Anyway, Sasuke would still give his answer as in canon, with Naruto's answer being changed. Hi, my name's Naruto Uzumaki. My likes are ramen. I like going on missions because they allow me to be free. I don't really have a dream, but if I would say I would have, I would like to take over for old man Hiruzen one day. So what you're saying is you would want to become Hokage. Yeah, basically, but I don't really care for that position. Kakashi would say, well, he's definitely different from Sensei, but he is his son. Hopefully he has good intentions. As Kakashi would say that in his mind. Okay, well, we have a test tomorrow. Don't eat anything, and I will see you then. Meet me at Training Ground 12. As Kakashi would body flicker away, with Naruto jumping over the railing, turning into a laser, and zooming away. With Sasuke and Sakura wondering, what is that power? But Sasuke would want to see if he could acquire that power for himself, which he cannot. Now we time skip. It has been over a night, and now it is time for the bell test. Naruto and all of them would be on time, including Kakashi, because over the years of them being on a couple missions, Kakashi knows what happens and he gets Naruto angry. He gets a laser blast to the face. So he really doesn't want that to happen, so he actually got there 10 minutes late instead of 2 hour minutes late. Okay, we're doing the bell test today. If you manage to get these bells off of my waist, I'll allow you to become Genin. What do you mean? We're already Genin. No, you're not. This test is to see if you have what it takes to become a Genin, using teamwork and helping each other, as Naruto would say out loud. I didn't appreciate you saying that to them. They were supposed to figure it out on their own. But he is right. Now, come at me. As Naruto would immediately turn into a laser, quicker than Kakashi would notice, taking one bell for himself. Well, here you go, as he would throw it to Sakura. Okay, Uchiha, it's time to do this. As Naruto would turn into a laser, grabbing Sasuke and using Sasuke to kick Kakashi. With Kakashi's clone poofing, with Kakashi showing up all of a sudden, with his headband raised. Okay, I guess I'll need to take this a lot more seriously. As Naruto once again do the same attack, but Kakashi would block it, with Sasuke actually aiming a kick at Kakashi's neck, with Naruto aiming a punch at his face. The two attacks would connect somehow, with Kakashi substituting out of it, trying to attack Sasuke from behind. But Naruto would immediately knee Kakashi in the face, allowing Sasuke to grab the bell just in time. Kakashi would stand up, getting ready to continue to fight, when he noticed that Sasuke had the bell in his hand. Well, damn it. I guess the test is over. You all pass. Even though you didn't include Sakura, Naruto and Sasuke did show good teamwork. Anyway, I'll be on my way now. We'll have missions starting next week. As Kakashi would head to the Hokage's office, telling Hiruzen about his experience with his new team. I guess it'll be good, but I don't really think it was a wise idea to add Naruto to a team. He's way too strong. We'll just see what he'll do from here, Kakashi. Thank you, though. Make sure to keep an eye on him. As this is where we'll be leaving off this video. Thank you guys for subscribing. Welcome to anyone who's new. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm off to record another one, if I don't get lazy again. Anyway, it has been your boy, Kage, and I will be seeing you next time. Peace.